Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. On our take today, we'll be discussing national identity. Do we understand what our national identity is and how that has affected the outlook of our country, Nigeria, and how it has affected our democratic journey? Arise correspondent Victoria Peppel is still here to discuss this issue. So, what's your take on
national identity? Yeah. I think it's a very big one, and a lot of us don't understand what a national identity is.
Yeah.
I hope you're talking about identity and not what that fellow calls identity.
But at this point, we also we can't help but talk about the National Identity Management Commission, which was established to take care of some issues such as it was mandated to manage the national identity database. A lot of people say they haven't felt the impact of this, but we have a lot of symbolic items, Nigerians look to, from the flag to the coat of arms and a lot more. We even have a national bird. A lot of people don't know what the national bird is. Sometimes I actually forget myself. There's the national calendar, the national anthem, all these things are there. The national bird is a crane. Yes, it's a crane.
Well, those are symbols of nationalism.
Yes.
But you can have a country that is not yet a nation.
Yes.
Like Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay, but when you talk about identity, I think that the more important thing for us as Nigerians is to ask the question, who is a Nigerian? Do Nigerians see themselves as Nigerians?
I was coming there.
Or they see themselves primarily as ethnic representatives?
And religious.
When an American tells you I'm an American,
yes.
They
okay?
don't say that they're from Iowa or like...
Yeah, they don't tell you I'm from this village.
Except you specifically ask.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but here in Nigeria, where we have over 450 ethnic nationalities, the average Nigerian sees himself first as Igbo, or as Hausa, as Ejagam, or as Tiv, or as Efik, or as Ibibio. Or, in fact, when you even break it down, there are even sub-nationalities, and they relate to the Nigerian project on that basis, creating a crisis of national unity.
Yes. I'm happy you went in that direction, because we're going to talk about the religious divide as well as the ethnic divide. And we saw that during the last elections, there was a great divide. If we ever doubted divide existed, during those elections, we saw it clearly. And a lot of people were hoping that when President Buhari came on board, it would be to unite Nigeria in whatever way he could. But we haven't seen that happen over time. There's a huge distrust that runs deep. And we begin to ask ourselves, where did this come from? How do we begin to heal this divide? That's why we have things such as a national quota. You hire too many people from one part of the country, the other people feel like they have been cheated. There are ways we have tried to create balance, but these ways are not working. And the fact is, these cracks are very unhealthy for us. They're very unhealthy for our future. How do we begin to understand what our identity is, our common identity, and build towards that? Yeah,
but all of that, if Nigeria can become a nation, in the true sense of it. Yeah. You can have a country that is not a nation, okay? In terms of the things that bind us together, being stronger than those things that divide us. Unfortunately, the fault lines are stronger than those things that bind us together. And that's why we have issues with religion. That's why at the end of the day, everything is reduced to what is your faith. That's why at the end of the day, everything is reduced to your ethnic extraction, or perhaps even your family, all kinds of divisions in this country. And unfortunately, the plan to create a national identity, strong national identity, since independence, has not really been actualized. And that should be the objective of every person who wants to lead Nigeria, to make Nigeria a more united country, where we can have a common vision, common goals, common purpose, and the average Nigerian can be proud that he's a Nigerian.
And living the Nigerian.
Because when I hear people say, oh, I'm Igbo first, before being Nigerian.
And even within the cultures, they all have their own differences. Yes, they're all... I'm from Anambra. I'm not really from Enugu.
Like this. I'm from
like this. I'm from
and of course, we tend to define people by where they are from, which is completely unhealthy. But what do we need to know? What do we need to... If we are a lost generation, I've heard people say, this generation is lost. How do we begin to instill a different mindset in the younger generation?
Well, there are things that need to be done. I mean, people have complained about quota system. Complaints about the abuse of the federal system. The use of certain ethnically determined symbols in our national institutions. even the Constitution itself, in terms of citizenship, in terms of residency, rules and all that, you know, all of this need to be addressed.
Yes.
So that everybody can feel at home in Nigeria and feel a sense of belonging.
Yes, I think we should touch more on this next time.
Yes.
I think it's a huge topic that we have to discuss again. All right. Thank you so much, Victoria, for joining us in this segment always. That brings us to the end of the morning show today. Thank you for watching. From our entire team here in Lagos, enjoy the rest of your morning and, of course, the rest of your day. Goodbye.